Welcome, welcome. So, there is great diversity in the world of ballroom dance, and I'm going to break that down for you today. I'll tell you, when I first got into ballroom dance, my parents made me take lessons, and I was like, no way. That is for old-fashioned, skinny, middle-aged white people only. And so, like many, my assumption is that that's what the ballroom dance world looked like, that it was only like married heterosexual couples of, maybe in their 40s or 50s, of a certain socioeconomic class. And so why do we have this misconception? Why did I have this misconception? Well, first of all, we had no shows like Dancing with the Stars to show us otherwise. But in the big picture, the first kind of exposure the world had to ballroom dance in the popular media was in black and white film. So clear back in the 30s, guys. So think about films like 1937 with Fred Astaire and Ginger Rogers, Shall We Dance? Same couple in the story of Vernon and Irene Castle. And so this might lead people to think, well, that's what is in the real world of ballroom dance. And bear in mind, when you see films like this is a Hollywood snapshot from the olden days where everyone was a skinny, very middle-aged, Caucasian, married, there was a very specific person who was represented in the media. As a matter of fact, it was so insane, they would cover white in makeup to act as Native Americans, or heaven forbid, think of Yul Brynner in The King and I. They made a big white dude out to look like an Asian. Like, who does this? And so, reality check, this is not what the real world looks like. This is not what the real world looked like back in that day. That's just who appeared on screen, okay? And certainly the real world of ballroom dance doesn't look like that, okay, guys? So I just want to tell you the truth and nip this in the bud right away. Okay, now that doesn't mean there weren't amazing ballroom dancers that were not white back in the day. Let me tell you about this. The most talented dancers I, honest to goodness, have ever seen, and honestly, many professional ballroom dancers share my opinion, goes clear back to, well, they started dancing in the 30s, but this kind of black and white classic film era. The Nicholas brothers, an African-American brother duo that were insane, impeccable. I mean, the timing, the coordination, the gross and fine motor skills, the partnering skills. This is the most talented dancers I have seen, bar none. And this is back in the day when, before CGI, before body doubles, they did it from start to finish in real life. Insane dancing. Okay, guys, I'm going to post a link to the Nicholas brothers doing a jive below, because if you never have clicked on a link I post in my descriptions throughout all my videos, definitely this is a not to miss one. So check that out when you're done with this video, or now, and it's awesome. Okay, they are incredible, and there's always been dancers of many backgrounds in the ballroom dance world. Okay. Today I'm going to share my favorite examples featuring performers that you've probably seen on Dancing with the Stars that are representative of some kind of different aspects of the real world culturally. And I'm not going to break down their dancing in this video. I think the dancing speaks for itself, so we'll also put video links below, but all of them are amazing. Okay, so one of the ways we see ballroom dance misrepresented in kind of old school media is age. So there are very, very young kids ballroom dancing. My daughter started when she was 2. My oldest student who was actively competing was in his 90s, okay? Huge range. You can become a skilled dancer at any age. My favorite Dancing with the Stars competitor, one of them of all times, was John OHurley from season 1. He placed second, I believe. In my opinion, he should have won, but of course, people calling in counts for a lot of that. He appeared to be untrained, but did a ton of real ballroom dance figures. He was coordinated, beautiful timing, amazing strength and showmanship. And I believe he was 69 at that time. Okay, an example we see on Dancing with the Stars of the wide variety of body types that we see in the real world of ballroom dance is Gladys Knight. I haven't looked up her weight, but I'm sure she's technically in what would be considered an obese BMI category. Amazing dancer. Video below. Okay, race. Again, old school media, you're not going to see this, but in real life, I'll share a link below to Normani, an amazing black dancer. Don't miss it. Next, and this might come as a shock to you, people with disabilities ballroom dance. Okay, so there was an actual deaf competitor who did amazingly well on Dancing with the Stars. I'm gonna click a link to him below. You would not believe it. Incredible dancer. Now, there are actually differently abled people that ballroom dance. I have had multiple students who are legally deaf or legally blind. And it's really interesting how they visualize the dancing on the floor, how they hear the music through the feel of the boards that they're dancing on. It's fascinating. And also, guys, real world, there is a category in ballroom dance for wheelchair ballroom dancing. So I'm going to post a link as well below to an international wheelchair ballroom dance competition. This is legit real dancing, okay? And finally, gender identity. There have been LGBTQ competitors. My personal favorite number that was a same-sex number or same-sex couple I saw dance on Dancing with the Stars was Jodie Sweetin and Peter Murgatroyd. I can't remember what it was. I couldn't find a link, but it was some sort of ballroom dance. They were wearing blue gowns. Amazing, beautiful. And in real life, yes, same-sex ballroom dance competition is its own circuit. Honestly, many of these people don't identify as anything other than straight. Many are married, but it is some do, and some do in the regular ballroom dance world. So there's a wide variety of people, guys. And if you go into the ballroom dance world, expect that. In my experience, dance is not just an art. It's a sport. It's a social interaction. Therefore, like any other sport or social interaction, it involves a wide variety of people, okay? Everyone is incorporated into the world of ballroom dance. I've personally taken African American, traditional Thai classes with a traditional Japanese instructor. And I have never once felt unwelcome, unencouraged, unsupported in these classes. And likewise, I've seen people of many different backgrounds in ballroom dance classes, ballroom dance social dances, ballroom dance competitions. Never had any whiff of them being unwelcome, unsupported, unencouraged. So like most of the larger family of dance, you'll see people of many diverse people here, okay? And I do want to make sure I made a separate video about this, because I would hate for anyone to miss out on trying ballroom dance because they think they're not going to fit into this narrow bandwidth that exists only in their mind. And again, based on very outdated materials. Okay. So, yes, everyone's welcome. So I hope that's been interesting to you. And if you are a fan of all things ballroom dance, hey, subscribe to my channel because I'm here every day with all sorts of diverse info on the world of ballroom dance. Thanks for joining me. Toodles!